There we go. There we go. Right, okay.
Oh, my pen.
Here's what, Ellen, sorry?
Right, I just wanted my pen. Sorry.
Oh, your pen.
Oh.
Right then, okay, so I did put some homework up on wall last week. Didn't anybody manage to do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The power, yeah.
It's in the power, I think I can't remember now. I'll have to go and check it, but I know
Practice on someone.
practice, that's right. Do the practicing. And boundaries, I think it was, wasn't it? It was to write your boundaries.
I'll tell you,
What you want. You did some of it, Jack. We have this
I
conversation.
did some, not all. I did some.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was.
leave that's up. Obviously, it's there may have been a bit much for you to do in 1 week, so I'm not bothered about that. But what I do want you to do, you will all notice that I have put an exercise up where it's regarding songs on Spirit Vision. Tara, I'll just explain. I've just added you to the development group, so you will probably come across the post what said homework on it from last week. So it does tell you're on there. So if you just have a read of that, do you want me to give you a minute? If you're talking to somebody, it's fine. I can.
No, it's okay. You go ahead, because I've got one. What I had one ear in anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I did notice it, and I did notice the songs as well.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna give them a go.
Right. Okay. So if you just give them a go, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you only get a tiny bit. It doesn't. It's about the practicing. It's about that practice, and just go with it. So we'll get there with it. I've noticed you've just said to me, Ellen, you've done one today as well, haven't you? So well done on that.
I've done one.
And Jack's done one. I've not read him yet, but I will go back. I mean, that post is obviously, I weren't expecting 140 odd people to comment on it, to be fair.
Really?
So
Yeah.
it just shows you when you're doing something, they jump out at woodwork.
Mm.
So that post is going to be on there for a long time by the looks of that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Don't matter how long it's up. I have pinned it, so that we can find it. So if you do want to practice, if you just go to where it says featured, instead of you scrolling more looking for it, if you go to where it says featured, the top of Spirit Vision, it's on there. So it's been pinned. All right. So if you just at a loose end and you just think, oh, I'll have a practice, then you and see where we go. Right. Jill's on her way. She just sent me a message. I've just seen it flick up. So we'll just natter for a bit while she gets in, because I want to get her in. Yes, Gillian.
Lou did one for me, and she's ill, and she was brilliant. So I'm going to put feedback, because normally if you put a load of comments, people can read them, and then
Yeah. Where is Lou, by the way? She's not here.
I don't know, but she's got COVID, she said.
Oh, is she poorly? Oh, bless her. Oh,
But she actually listened to me song.
I did see it.
I won't message you then. I was going to send her a message and see if she's coming in, but obviously I'm not going to if she's got COVID.
But she had to go.
The first time.
I'll leave her then, because I'm not going to disturb her if she's poorly. Here she is. Look, our
Jill?
Jilly Willy, yeah.
Didn't Lou read last week?
Yes, she did.
Time? Yeah.
She did a very first reading, didn't she, last week?
Yeah.
I know you can't speak, Nick, so I'll just let you watch. Yeah, I won't I won't get you to. I know you can't speak at minute, so you can just sort of watch, take it in, and if you need it, she just put it there. Look, I'm watching tonight. Yeah, I gathered that.
Hello, people.
Hello. I didn't know if you fell asleep or not.
Well, I did earlier. Oh,
I just said I've got a feeling you maybe fell asleep,
yeah, I
Too
did.
late.
but I weren't going to ring you and wake you up.
Who's got COVID then? Who's poorly?
Lou.
Oh, bless her, no.
Yeah, and she still did a reading as well. When you listen to the songs, what Bev's put up. She listened to mine and put it on the web. Quite a lot as well, so.
Bless her.
for saying that
Oh,
she's not
bless
well.
her.
So
I
I've just,
know.
so I've just said to Gillian, I were going to message her and see if she's coming in, but because she's poorly, I'm not going to bother.
No.
I've had a message off Sheila, she's not coming in, and her dog's had an accident, so she's asked to
Oh,
send the doggy some healing.
Oh, bless.
It's hurt its back,
oh, crikey.
Oh, ouch.
so she said
She's got them with the little legs, ain't she?
she's got
Sausage.
sausage dogs, yeah,
Yeah.
dachshunds.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her.
But one of them, they went on holiday last week, and she said once fell and it's landed on its back. So
Oh,
she's asked if we can send some healing. I mean, she said it's not too bad. She said they put it on medication and things, and they were going to operate, but the medication they've
Oh,
given it, I
let's
think,
hope they don't have to.
she said
Oh,
she wasn't feeling in a very good place to work, and I said no, I get that, you know. So her mind's all over the place at the minute. And Sharon Bedford's got stomach problems. She's not coming in, so we've got a bit of a
dear
fight.
me, what they're like, hey?
I know.
Never mind.
Sharon.
And
And you know what? Ain't it been hot today?
It's been freaking hotter here, Jill. It's been 28.
And it's
still
still
hot
hot.
now.
And it's still hot.
Do you know, I went and bought another fan today. I've got 3 fans going. I've got the ceiling one going, one in the kitchen blowing in here, and one in this corner blowing this way.
Yeah,
Well, you must have a bloody heat wave on your road then.
we'll say it's gone quite. I'm quite chilly in here, right? I've got a fan
I'm
blasting.
chilly here.
I've had to put my dressing gown on because I got a bit chilly.
no.
Honest, I've got 3 fans going, Ellen, in this front room.
I've
But
closed
it's
my
still-
windows. Because I've got this
still
cold
28,
breeze
At
coming.
26.
Oh,
Mm.
Anyway, right. So as you'll see, Jill, we've got a newbie tonight. We've got Tara. You met Tara last night because you read for her.
oh, I did.
Hi,
You're right, Tara.
Yeah, thank you.
So Tara has done a bit about with developing. She has had a bit of development, haven't you, before with somebody else?
Yeah, it was a while back.
A while
I
ago.
Ellen read for her as well.
Pardon?
I said Ellen read for her as
Oh,
well, I
yeah.
think.
What I know so well. I couldn't remember. I know you had, but I
Yeah.
couldn't remember. Yes, that's right. You went on the end of Ellen, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Sorry, Ellen. I do apologise.
That's all right.
Get down now. Get down.
Could be too
Yes.
nice, you know.
Right. You just have to excuse if my dogs bark. I have got very noisy dogs what bark.
A
And
minute.
they usually wait while I just get started and then they'll start. Anyway.
Oh,
Right, okay. So over the last few weeks we've been doing the Claires. We've done clairvoyance, we've done clairaudience, we've done clairsentience, and tonight we are going to go over claircognizance. Yeah, have you all heard of claircognizance? I
Mhm.
know the ones in here will have because you've done it before. Yeah. Right, okay. So claircognizance is one of the clairs. I find one of the easiest of the clairs, but one of the most frustrating because you get things coming in, but you haven't got a clue why you're getting things coming in. It's where is it coming from? You just know that you've got to say it. And claircognizance is obviously the first part. The clair is it's French for clair, for clear. So the word clair is clear and cognizance is knowing. So it's just clear knowing, really. And the fact is that you haven't got a clue. It's just that you know. Everything, something just comes into your head and you just know you've got to say it. And that is how a lot of mediums, when they very first start working, they will work in that way. Or they'll get things coming in that way. As we start then to develop the other clairs, that tends to come to one side a little bit, because then we start, stop it, see what I mean? I've started, look, and she's off. Behave. I'm sure she tunes in. Put me off now. Yeah, once we start working with the other clairs, then that one seems to go to the sideline a little bit, because then you start to bring obviously other things forward and then we're practicing that. But the more you do practice, the more you will develop it. Like this claircognizance, I mean, it does come in handy, I think, sometimes as well. know, where, but the thing with it is, and the thing what I've said right from the word go, and you have got to realize is trust is a must. So it's a case of trusting. So if you're getting that thought pop into your head, the problem is this is where when a lot of mediums first start to develop, they sit there and think, is this me or is it them? You think you're making it up. And the amount of people what turn around and say, I feel like an idiot because I feel like I'm making it up. But you're not making it up. They're giving it you, but it's the not realizing, isn't it, what gets you? It's that part what throws you. So with claircognizance, there's kind of a few exercises we can do to strengthen that, the same as what we've done with the other clairs. Exercises you can do in everyday life. If you want to strengthen that clair, and I think it's kind of working on it in a way where, like I've said before, it's like when we do a reading for somebody, we need to bring use all the clairs what we have. Some we use a lot more than others. You will have a prominent, what I call prominent clair, which is your main clair, what you work with, and you're more confident with. But I think during a reading, we need to be able to use all the clairs, because not every spirit what comes forward will recognize that one clair what you have maybe. If they can't work in that way, then they'll have to work in a different way and give you a different clair to work with. So it's important that we know every clair there is, really. So claircognizance we are talking about tonight, and it's like, how many people will maybe relate to this first? Whether you sit there and think, I don't really know if I work that way or not. These questions I'm going to put to you now, you'll probably work out. How many people have started watching a film and within the first 5 minutes of that film, you've worked it out already and what the ending's going to be? How many can relate to that one? You know, so it's kind of, that's claircognizance really, because you're getting it, you know, just as it started, it's your intuition, and that's claircognizance. It might only be, you might get 3/4 of it or whatever, but it's like these whodunits. If you can work that out straight away and think, oh, all right, you know, or if it's a murder mystery and things like that, you know, and this is where your claircognizance kicks in, and that is part of it. And like your phone might ring, and you just know before you pick that phone up who it is. You know who's going to be on the other end. That happens quite a lot, you know, but you're not being told who it is. You're not seeing who it is, and you're not feeling who that person is. It's just, you just know. That is claircognizance. How many people's had that one? Quite a few, I dare say. Yeah. So you can all relate to these like things, and we do without thinking about it. You know, you could be just driving to work, and a random thing will just pop into your head and you just know. You know, like I've heard of a lot of people have said, you know, that they know there's something round the corner, or they know to put the foot on brake because something's coming. They don't know how they know, they just know that they've got to do it. All these things, this is all cognizance kicking in. Yeah. So I'm sure you could all give me maybe examples of something what's happened to you, what's related to claircognizance, you know, but it's all part of it. So what we're going to do this week is we are going to practice claircognizance, and we're going to try and strengthen that clair. The way what we did with the other clairs. So this week, I want you to have a piece of paper and a pen. And I want you to write down on that piece of paper, this week I am going to work claircognizance. Yep. This week my clair will be claircognizance. Whichever way you want to write it down, just write it down. But I want you to put it somewhere where you can see it. You can write it on your hand if you want, don't really matter. Somewhere where you can keep looking at it, because the more you keep looking at it, the more it's going to tell you. It's an affirmation. It's an affirmation what you are going to keep looking at and keep telling yourself, this week I am going to work claircognizance. And we're going to strengthen that clair. Right, so how can we do that? So, right, I've got an example of things you can do. Wow, that looks beautiful. Who's ever sunsets that is? It's Cat. Sunrise. That's beautiful, that, isn't it? You are on mute, Cat.
It's a
Oh,
salt
it's a
lamp.
salt lamp. I thought it was. Do you know what? I thought you'd got your cam out at window.
I would love to have that view, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, I need to make myself.
when it popped up, it just looked like it was, sun. Sun going.
Yeah,
That's what it looked like. But anyway,
yeah.
right then. So yeah. So this week, what I want you to do is maybe when we go shopping, everybody goes shopping, or about the daily business, whatever they're doing. So this exercise, and you tell yourself before you go that this is what you're planning on doing, and they will work with you. Right. So we're going to go into whether it be just a local shop, it can be anything, into a local shop, into a supermarket, or wherever, into a cafe, whatever it is, wherever place you go. And you're studying the queue, right? And then I want you've obviously got your back to the people stood behind you. Yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to, we've all done this. You all know, and a lot of people, like when we first start out, even now, it's like you think, oh, there's somebody there. So you turn your head because you know there's somebody there. You don't know how they're there, you just know they're there. So you like go to turn around and the person's gone. Yeah. So this is very much the same as what exercise we're going to do and what you're going to practice this week. So what I want you to do is go into a supermarket or a shop, and as you're studying that queue, I want you to you'll then know when somebody comes up behind you and stands behind you in that queue. Yeah, as you stood queuing. I want you to then feel, well, not feel, that's a wrong word. We're not using feeling. I want you to just know that they're stood there. So you'll know automatic they're stood there, but that you've got to then, how close are they? Yeah, so it's a case of working out then. And then I want you to try it. I'm going to use the word guess. Yeah, it's not guess because it's using claircognizance. But rather than me keep trying to find a word, I'm just going to put guess there. Yeah, for now. So I want you to then sort of guess which side are they stood on. Are they stood to the left? Are they stood to the right? Then we're going to sort of like say, right, is it male or is it female? Is it an adult? Is it a child? Yeah, and that is just going by just the knowing. Yeah. So these are exercises what you can do. Like if you're driving somewhere and you know that round the corner you come into some traffic lights, you can then say, right, what colour is that traffic light going to be? And you've got to do it really quick. It's got to be quick. Sitting thinking about it will bring other Claires in. But what we need to do is we need to tell our guides or our intuition or yourself, whichever, that for this week only, I want to work with claircognizance. Yeah, so it will then tone, or you'll still probably will pick up your other Claires if you're used to working with them. But what they will do is they will tone the other Claires down so that you can just that one Claire. Right, just so this will strengthen that working then. So it's like I say, what traffic light is it going to be on? But it's got to be quick thinking, sort of a quick thought. And when you think about it, you can do your own things. I don't know, if you stood, you could use it, I suppose, with colours and things like that as well. What colour car is going to come up next? That type of thing. And it's whatever first comes to your head. Whatever first comes into your head. There's a lot of different scenarios I'm sure you could come up with. So we've got to make this practice fun. So make it fun. There's no harm in having a bit of fun with it. If you've got a partner or somebody who lives with you, you can maybe incorporate them as well. And try and work it together. So come up with some ideas and things like that. Sorry, Kat.
I think last time one of the ideas was, I think, cards, like playing cards.
Playing cards, yeah. Playing cards is another good one you can do. Now,
This is what I remember from last year.
yeah,
So
this is,
think it's a
yeah,
start.
that is one I think we did talk about last time. Playing cards, or, you know, anything with, you could, and whatever cards you've got, I suppose you could do it with any. But playing cards is a good one because they've got colours, red and black.
Even you can play with the kids.
And then, even kids can do it. This
yeah,
is-
I remember I was playing with my little one and she loves it.
yeah, you can. And a good way with that, it's sort of, they've got to be quick though. You know, like as you're turning the cards over, quick, red or black, red or black, red or black, you know, and then as you start to get it right and you get more and more right, even if you don't, it's still the idea of that's what we're doing. Yeah. Even normal cards. And then when we get a little bit more confident, so the ones what already work claircognizance, the ones what's already done development and things before, this may be a good one for you to do, is to just shuffle your deck of cards, take a card out, put your hand on it and feel it. What's that card? What does it, you know, what is it, a good card, or is it, you know, a bad, not a bad card, no such thing as bad cards, is there? But you know where I'm coming from. What is that? What do I feel? You know, what not feel? What is that card? So if you tell yourself what is that card and what comes to mind. So it's not what you're feeling, but you don't want to feel it. What you don't want to do is get the feeling, because that's clairsentience. So we're not doing clairsentience, we're doing claircognizance. So this is where you've got to turn that down while we're doing that exercise. Yeah. So it's kind of quick. Whatever you think about it, your earth mind will jump in. And which is why I've always said, when we're doing anything to do with learning, developing, or even reading, what comes into your mind is always the answer. Anything after that is second guessing. Yeah. How many times have we said, shit, I got that? You know, we don't say it, and then they say something and you were like, shit, I got that, but I didn't say it. How many times? Everybody's going to relate to that one. And it's just down to his earthhead, because his earthhead's jumped in and think, no, that's not right, can't be right, blah, blah, blah. And it is, proves it to be every time. So it's kind of be trusting. Trust is a must. Go with it. Yeah. So, right. Have I got any questions? Or anybody got any ideas what they think may be good, you know, to work with claircognizance? Right. What I do want to ask is, how many here work claircognizance? Ellen, Karen, yeah. Only two of you.
No, I think I do as well. I
Do
think
you?
without even knowing.
What about you,
Well,
Clara?
I'd say I do, because a lot of that does happen, but I've been out of doing what I was doing and didn't really get much practice, but I'd say I do, and I think a lot of us would in general, maybe without us knowing sometimes.
Yeah, and I think this is it. This is the thing, isn't it? This is the thing with it. It's like we actually use a lot of clairs without even realizing we're doing it. So I think it's not till if I like, you'd be surprised, I think, if you do a reading for somebody and then you watch yourself back, which is what I've been telling people to do now. When you do a reading, go and watch it back, and you will see. Then we did an exercise as well where we watched somebody else read, and then we had to pick up to write down every time they used a clair, you know, what clair they was using. And then sort of you surprise yourself then when you watch it back and think, oh, didn't realize I was using that clair. You know what I mean? But you go with what you're saying, you know, as you're reading. It's like I say a lot, I'm feeling, or you know what I mean? And that's working clairsentience. So I know then I'm working clairsentience. Or I'm getting, if I come out with the term I'm getting, or I'm just getting, then I know that's claircognizance. You know, so obviously I'm seeing, self-explanatory, you know, that's your clairvoyance, or I'm being told, clairaudience. But these are all things what you don't realize you're saying when you're reading, because it's just automatic, isn't it? And it just comes out. You know, so a good way to see which way you work is to watch yourself back. And then you'll know then. You know, so always try and record it if you can. And then you'll know. But yeah, so I think everybody will start out. I blurt it out, then wonder where it come from, Gillian. Yeah, that's right, Gillian. Yeah. You know, and I think a lot You are on mute, by the way. I don't know if you knew. And I think a lot of us do. And when we first start off, I think everybody when we first start to develop, will kind of get things coming in, and it's like, well, I ain't got a clue where that's just come from. You know what I mean? It's like you can blurt all this stuff out, you know, reel it off like you've just said there, Julian. And it's like, where the hell's that come from? Always give me that. You know what I mean? You ain't got a clue where it's come from, but you just know you have to say it. And again, that's claircognizance. And I think a lot of it, when we first start out, when we think back to our development and when we first start doing readings, I think we all start with that clair. We all start with that clair, and it's not until then we start bringing the other clairs forward, then do we, that we lose that one or put that on a back burner. That goes on a back burner. Now, claircognizance, I mean, mediums working with the spirit world and oh God, all the rest of it, clairs and things like that have been around hundreds of years. Yeah, so I don't know when it first started, obviously going right the way back. I know it started from the Fox sisters, didn't it? It's supposed to have done. But claircognizance, believe it or not, is only about 20-year-old. Claircognizance is a new one, what's been added. Yeah, there was no such thing as claircognizance. It's not been recognised. And it was, I think it's about 20 years now. 20 years ago, they started incorporating that in.
Do you think sometimes, Bev, yeah, if you don't mind me butting in,
No,
do you think sometimes that, like, when we get the feeling, yeah, when we get the, we just know, yeah, when you first started, did you think it was your guide telling you?
Yeah, I suppose.
I did. I was getting a bit mixed up because I was thinking, is it me earth head? Is it my guide? Or is it me just knowing?
Yeah.
You know, it's like in between the three, isn't it?
It is confusing. It can be very, very confusing.
Don't take a lot to confuse me.
You know, when we first start into it like that. You know, so yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, I do think that, and that's where I said, you know, a lot of people do get confused with it, and that's where they start thinking, I'm making it up. I've got to be making it up. This is not right. You know what I mean? Because it's just there, and you don't know where it's coming from. So
that's
yeah,
where your trust comes in, isn't it?
Where the trust comes in, yeah. And
Yeah.
you just got to say, well, I don't know where it's coming from, but somebody's giving it me, and I know I've got to say it, so I'll just go with it. Isn't it? So that's where that. Yes, Ellen.
Yeah, I know. When I first sort of started the development, it's when they're thinking, well, I haven't heard a voice.
Exactly, and especially when you're getting things coming in your head in your own.
Yeah. So where would you say your gut feeling sits then?
Exactly where it is, Ellen, in your gut.
So that's nothing to do with the clairs.
No. Your gut feeling, I think, is part of your intuition.
Right.
Depending what it is you're getting in, depending what it is that you're getting. You know, I mean, really, when you think about it, I would say your gut feeling, if we are going to incorporate a clair to that, I would say it'd be clairsentience.
So I work a lot with my gut as well, yeah.
Your gut feeling, if you go with it, it's there, isn't it? Feeling.
It's a feeling, yeah.
Feeling. So that is, to me, clairsentience.
Yeah.
But it always comes from the solar plexus. Your
Yeah.
gut feeling is your solar plexus. That's where it comes from. All your information comes from there. When you are working clairsentience, it's all to do with the solar plexus. And that is why, you know, when you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, you know, that feeling of dread or anxiety or whatever it is, it's always in your solar plexus. And that is why a lot of people block the solar plexus. If you go to churches and things like that, and they're like, don't just sit with their arms folded or don't come to me, you know, they shut themselves down straight away, and they cover the solar plexus up. And the ones who work rostrums and the ones who pull, you can feel the pullers. You know what I mean? So you can feel it in your solar plexus. It's like when I do open circles and stuff, you can feel them pulling you. You know the pulling. So then you just sit with your hands over your solar plexus and say, right, try now. Don't think so.
I know before we start development, my solar plexus pulls. As you put that development
Yeah,
side, I can feel it pulling.
exactly. And that's it, you know,
Yeah.
so it's kind of,
Saturday, Ellen, what happened Saturday with us?
Yeah. Yeah, we went
Yeah,
and
that was the pulling the solar plexus, wasn't it?
that was weird. We saw like, I don't know if anybody's seen the gong baths where they lay down and they do all the gongs.
Yeah.
We're all right to say this, Beth, are we?
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, we took our shoes off, didn't we? And we just stood there and it literally, the vibration just, well, it just aligned your chakras. And
Yeah.
you said that straight away, didn't you? You went,
Yeah,
ooh,
I felt it, yeah.
and it pulled straight away, but you could actually feel the vibration from them gongs because he'd got the lady laid down and
Yeah.
she was sort of doing everything round her. But my God, well, it would have sent me away with the fairies. I don't
Mm.
think I could have done it because he would have
Sound
sent me
baths
going,
are- sound baths are very relaxing and very, very powerful.
are they?
Yeah.
Don't they send you into some different?
They can,
don't-
some people, it
Mm.
depends where you're going with it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like, depends if you're a person what'll go off easy in meditation and things like that, then yeah, you'll be away
Mm.
with fairies.
Mm.
No,
It was
so-
sending me, yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I said to you, Ellen, you know, when I have my shamanic drum out, if I do my chakras, if I just like bang it just over each chakra, and each one's got a different sound for each
Tone.
chakra,
Mm.
but it actually vibrated all the way through my body.
It did us, didn't it? You could actually feel your chakras just sort of
Yeah.
going boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom.
I felt
boom,
like I
boom.
stood there, I felt like I was spinning.
Yeah.
You know, like when we were spinning at his own. And that's
Yeah.
what I felt like. Actually, it felt quite nice, yeah.
Mm.
Normally for me, you know, I normally get a bit skitsy with things, but I quite enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, that's all to do with energy, you know, and
Mm.
the energy
Yeah.
what
Mm.
you're creating, you know, so
Mm.
but yeah, it is interesting. And it,
Mm.
Well, a singing bowl would do the same thing, wouldn't it?
it's what, sorry, yeah, singing
A
bowls.
singing bowl over each chakra
Yeah,
would
yeah.
do the same thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Mm.
it does. Same with a pendulum.
Yeah, I
Pendulum,
do mine with my pendulum going down. Yeah.
yeah, I do as well.
Mm.
And it's a very good way to see which ones are working and which is not.
Because it was like that all.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's you know straight away as soon as you hold it over each one because it'll go a different way if it needs cleansing or balancing. So
So
yeah,
how would you do it with the singing bowl then? Would it be the tone of the?
it'll be the tone. Yeah, yeah. As you're turning it, the tone will change.
Surely you'd have to get somebody to do it over you, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, you can do it yourself, but
Could you?
yeah, you can. I've done mine with mine.
Oh,
Yeah, you can do
well,
it.
I'm gonna have a go at that.
Yeah, you can do it yourself. You just have to like hold it in front of each one, you know, as you're going down and sort of do it that way. So yeah, so there's a lot of things really what we could do with that. But anyway, we've gone right off track here.
Sorry, that was me.
No, it's okay. We often do that though, don't we? We find that in here. We start on one topic and cover 20 by the time we've done. But yeah, so right, okay, yeah. So as I was saying, you know, everybody, I'll just take it back to where I know I've already spoke this, but I'm going to speak it again. So like I say, when we first start out, we will all start with that, and then it'll phase out with each clay when we start to develop that stronger. So yeah, so this week, the homework, before we go any further, I'll just say the homework is what is still on there, because I know not all of you got around to doing that yet. And the songs, what is on Spirit Vision. So that's this week's homework. I'm not going to give you any more than that, apart from just maybe do a bit of practice on your claircognizance. Like, you know, play these games, you know, do these games and things, and just, like I say, if you're out and about, just try and, you know, see what colour traffic lights are going to be, or who's behind her in shop, and have they stood on the left or on the right. Yeah. So we are going to do an exercise now, a meditation exercise, where I will get you to do a couple of things in that as well. So I'm just going to go nip away for a second and find some music. So I shall be back in a sec. Oops. Right, where are we? So while I'm finding this music, I want you to, all of you, ground and protect yourself and open yourself up in the way you do, chakras or whatever you do. While I'm just getting this music, just sit for a minute. Then I want you to set your intentions. So your intention is that you want to, this exercise is going to be claircognizance and to strengthen that. Right, meditation music I want. Meditation music. Excuse me. Can you hear that music okay? Is it loud enough? Does it need to go up a bit?
You just turn it up a touch.
I will. Is that better, Shell?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, no problem. You can hear my voice okay over it, yeah?
Yeah.
You need to be able to hear my voice over it. Okay, so I just want you to get yourself settled now, and I want you to start with the breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth if you can. If you can't, then normal breathing will do. I don't want you to overexert yourself if you have problems breathing. I want you to breathe in that bright white light with each inhale, and I want you to breathe it out through your mouth, and then see it expand all the way around you. And with each breath after that, all around you. You're filled with a bright white light. I want you to start and feel your body relax now. Feel your shoulders drop and relax, sink into your chairs where you sat. I want you to bring any aches and pains to the surface, what you may have, and we're going to breathe them away. With each white light, what we'll breathe out, we'll breathe away any aches and pains you may have, or any stressors, as you start to become more comfortable. Know you are comfortable, know you are safe. Okay, so this exercise we are going to do is to strengthen your claircognizance. So I am putting out to each and every one of your guides with, or who comes forward. As they come forward this evening, they are not to give you anything other than claircognizance. Okay, so I now want you, as you sat there, relaxing and nice and calm, we are going to go to the spirit world. And I just want to see yourself there. Not see yourself there, just know you're there. So you are now in the spirit world. In front of you is a chair or a settee. You don't need to look at the chair or the settee, you just need to know it's there. There is also all the flowers, what is surrounding you. Know the flowers are there. Do not fight if you get any visualizations or any smells or anything or sounds, just go with it. But you just know. Right, now I want you to take your focus now to the chair or the settee. In that chair or the settee, there is a person sat there. Just know that the person is there. Very quickly, in your mind, and I want you to get who that person is who is sat in that chair. This can be a person, it could be a guide, or somebody connected to yourself, or it could be somebody who is connected within our development class. You just know that they are sat there. It may give you information, but I want the information to break your mind. It is going to be like just a download from them to you. So the download of information will come to your mind. But you will not see it, you will not hear it, you will not feel it, it will download what comes into your head, into your mind. Going to leave you just for a minute while you get the download coming through. Okay, we are now going to ask our guide to step forward. So our guide is now going to step forward. As your guide steps forward, you are not going to see them. You're not going to hear them. You just know your guide is stood with you. You will just know the presence is there with you. So you will know that presence is there. Now I want you to take note. Where is the guide stood? Is the guide at the side, in front or behind, left or right? Know where they are stood. Okay, now, as your guide is stood there with you, again, you are going to get another download. Download is going to come from your guide. So your guide is going to give you a download now straight to your mind. You will not hear it. You will just get the knowing. They will just give you that download straight into your head. This will be a message directly to yourself. This will be something what you need, maybe on your path, or maybe it's a gift. They may give you a gift, they may give you words, whatever that is, but it will be a download straight to your mind. And this will be for your own personal development. Your guide is going to leave you in a minute. You will know when your guide has left. I'm not going to say when they have gone. You will just know yourself that the feeling is different, or you just know that they're not stood there anymore. Just get the knowing that they have gone. This exercise you can do at any time. You can take yourself to the spirit world anytime you want, and you can re-practice this or any other exercises what we've done. Know you are always safe and protected. And now I want you to start to bring your focus now back to the room. And I want you to feel your chair or the seat you sat in. Your own time. I want you to just start and bring yourself back, bring your awareness back into the room. Between you've got one side of you, your fingers in your toes. We should be all back now, I think. Cheryl? Yeah, she's back. Gillian's there. Is Cat back? Yeah, I can see movement. There we go. Right, okay, so Jill's first on my screen, but she's not done it anyway. So Karen, I'm going to start with you first because you're on my screen. How did you get on with that?
Fine. The first download I missed because I was off somewhere.
Right, okay.
The second download I got adult twins, Geminis.
Right.
Before we went into meditation, I also got the name of Avril and a really chubby newborn. So I don't know if anyone called Avril had a really chubby newborn.
Wow.
It was like a 10 pun.
Well,
Baby with a big chubby.
I can take the name Avril. She's obviously in spirit world now, but a very old family friend.
Okay.
Now, whether one of her children got grandchildren, whether a grandchild's been born, I will find that out.
Yeah. And this thing must be £10.
Yeah, I don't know. Now that's weird because one of her grandsons was nearly £11.
Okay.
Well, whether there's been another one born since, I don't know, but I will check. But
Yeah,
that's funny
maybe.
because he was an £11 nearly.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And it was
And maybe was born.
Yeah.
You make him Gemini.
And our other two children are twins.
Okay.
So there you go. Now how weird's that?
No, it's not weird. It's
So, well, no, it's not.
perfectly normal.
You know what I meant to Karen, is that? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. That's
So I
like,
will find out, Karen. Maybe that's telling me there's going to be another one, you know, maybe coming.
yeah.
Or I've lost touch with them for a while, but I will find out.
It's a really cute baby. I couldn't tell if it was a boy or girl. Really cute. Just, you know, that way you just look at it and you think,
Yeah.
oh, I'm glad we didn't give birth to that.
I kind of got a tingle when you were saying it, and I thought, oh, I wonder if it's. I was waiting to see if anybody else could take it first, and I thought, well, I know I
Mhm.
can, you know. So the name. So did you struggle? You know, when we said we have to turn the other Claires off when we're used to working with them, it's very difficult, isn't it, to do that? Because it's
Now
automatic.
they're coming more to the fore. They're coming more to the fore because claircognizance is like, you know, that couple of weeks ago when I said, so I just know
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
69.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually work with that then. So maybe that's your Claire.
Yeah.
You know, it will be easy. You know, these exercises, like I said, some will find it difficult, some will find it really easy, depending on, you know, kind of which Claire we used.
Yeah.
So
I always know just what to say, what to do, you know, even in everyday life. I just,
yes, that's it.
I
So
just
that's
know.
for you then. So that's your Claire.
Yeah.
So that sounds to me like that's your prominent Claire.
Definitely.
So that'd have been easy for you then.
Hmm.
So there you go. Well done.
Yep. Thank you.
Right, you're welcome. Right, Nick's not doing it. Nick's watching. Right, Kat. How did you get on?
Yes, fine. I got a gent, elderly one. But I think my dominant one, it's clairseeing. It's just basically I always see things straight
Yeah,
away. So I had to
Your main one's clairvoyance.
yeah. So basically I could see straight away, and I couldn't really. I had to turn around not
Yeah.
to see because it
It's
was just
difficult.
disturbing me all
This
the
is why
time.
this is why I said while you was doing that meditation, if you do get other Claires coming, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Because it's obvious because you're used to working with them, then they will try and come in, but they'll not be as strong.
Mm.
They'll probably still be lurking about, but you've got to try and chase them away, if you know what I mean, and say, no, I want it in this way. I'm practicing
Yeah.
this one. Right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You've got to you kind of chase it away, but yeah.
So
Oh,
basically, I could see a gent, and I didn't want to see this gent. So I've seen a gent from the top, so I couldn't see him properly. I
right.
just knew. He told me that he was wearing I don't know how you call it, a wig, but I don't know for a man.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
still a wig?
Yeah.
Like on the top, it was
Toupee.
it was a gray one.
Right.
For some reason, I was thinking about Helen. So I'm not sure if it's
So you think
something
it might be for Helen?
related. Yeah, something relates for her, and it was a weird one because he showed me that he was riding on a bike, but this bike, it's not a typical bike. It's one wheel, like in a circus.
Yeah.
Okay, like in a circus,
Penny farthing, like an old penny farthing bike.
No, a
something like that.
unicycle. A unicycle, just the one wheel.
Oh, a
Yes,
unicycle,
yes, yes,
okay.
yes.
Oh, and
Helen, can you relate to it?
I can. I have photographs. Going back 3 or 4 generations, my family, they founded Billy Smart Circus.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of.
Okay, so I'm gonna
yeah.
finish because it's very important what it says, few generations. So I've been like they made me aware that it's not only a grandfather, it's like more than that. It's like further than that. Okay. And also I've been showed a hat, but this hat, it was an army hat. So I think when he was younger, he was in the army. And this hat was really, obviously they showed me this hat. So it was a black one, black, I don't know how you call it. It was like army hat, and it was like a little hat over here, but kind of like a gold finish. Like, you know, or around it was kind of like a gold color.
Like a gold edging, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. So,
Oh, one of my granddad's was in sort of a special service
Yeah.
in the army, because I know that, but I don't know. I'm going to have to research into that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was this gent, and I also, what was it, and if it's about and afterwards popped in and now listen to this, and I'm not sure, I was asking this again, 1886, okay, because I was asking if it's 1986, and they showed me 1886.
Oh.
Okay,
That's Jill's era.
so quite far. Okay, quite far.
1886.
And I don't think so it relates to, you know, I think it's like couple things that's, you know, don't need to relate to one person. Okay.
Mhm.
Wheel, okay, bike, okay, so, and then for me, the message for me was strange, because you know the hourglass,
Yeah,
and you've got a sand in it.
yeah.
So basically I got this,
Oh,
and it's like, I don't know, I got the expression like I don't have much time for something, or the time's close.
Oh, you've got plenty of time.
yeah.
Don't
You could analyze that any way you want.
You see, I was thinking, I've got plenty of times I need, you know, is it for my patient?
It probably is.
But they told me, well, they made me aware that it's actually the time is really close.
Right, so the time's coming up.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And it's strange because they showed me a feelings, a heart related to it. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Very good. Well done.
Thank you.
No, you obviously struggled with that one. You obviously struggled with because you're seeing and receiving it in different ways.
Yeah.
It is very hard. It is very hard when
Same.
we concentrate on one when we're used to bringing in others. So I knew, you know, some will probably struggle with it, others won't. You know, it's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
To ask you, Karen, did you get a gift, you know, or a message?
Not that I can remember.
Can't remember.
No.
Oh well, never
No.
mind. You weren't meant to then.
Yeah.
Got to ask that part. Right. Okay. So Jack, you're next. How did you get on?
One's caca. I don't like that one. Beverly, you can't tell me there's a chair and you can't see the chair, because you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Yeah,
see
you look for it. Yeah, I know. That's the first thing you do, isn't it? When he told you can't do something. Yeah.
That's right. So, but I did have a few little wins because I saw the chair. I thought, okay. Then all of a sudden,
See it. You weren't supposed to.
No, but I thought I see the chair. And then all of a sudden, I felt like there was a settee, a couch. So I thought, okay, cool, tick that box, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what I felt it. And then so my dad there and my grandma and grandpa, which is strange because the last few days I've been dreaming of them a lot.
Yeah.
So keep coming through when I do exercise.
You know they're with you.
Yeah, so maybe they're part of the team.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so I saw a bit there, but then all of a sudden I got a feeling there was another chair, and I thought of Helen straight away because I felt Francis was there. Helen. So there was a little girl, and all of a sudden I thought Helen Francis. So, and then she's showing me, I don't know if you guys have, and excuse my ignorance, but we've got a cleaning powder here called Ajax.
Yes, we have it here.
Some Ajax. So I don't know if you've been cleaning, Helen, or you have to clean. I felt that.
Yeah.
So I thought, tick those boxes.
Mm.
With my guide, that was easy because I could never see him anyway. So
Yeah.
I felt him on this side.
Yeah. And did he give you a gift or a message for yourself?
Yeah, trust.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah. See, I don't know if that, and it's like, well, are you telling me that because I've been just mentioning it, or is it, and it just keeps coming trust?
no,
And
you
'cause I've been
always
doing,
go with your first thought.
that's right, and keep going with what I'm doing because, as you know, I've been listening to YouTubes of different
Yeah.
media and different concepts while I'm cooking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep going doing that.
Very good.
I don't like it though. It's going to be hard to work with, but it's going to be fun and interesting.
Well, yeah, and I think that tells you, you know, this exercise, what we've just done. When do you come watch this back? Because it is being recorded and you can have a go at that. Okay, because I know you've just missed it. But this exercise, obviously, Jack, with doing it, you'll know straight away the ones who work with that and the ones who don't. The ones who don't work with it will find it a struggle. The ones who do work with it, it come easier like it did for Karen. Yeah, so it shows you that it's not a Claire you work with. So, you know, again, but I think, again, we need to strengthen each one, don't we?
And I think it's good
Why?
when you
This is
first
why-
start. When you first start, you're like a child where you can't put
Yeah.
comprehensive sentences and things
That's
together.
right. Yeah.
So
You know,
sometimes you just gotta,
It's kind of, I like to steer people away from the ones what they're most confident in. And let's
Yeah.
try and strengthen the ones you're not. You know, you
Well-
don't need to develop that anymore because it's already there. The ones what you're confident with, it's the ones you're not. So that when you do a reading, you can then incorporate all the Claires in it. If you're going to do it right. You know, let's get it all in. You know, rather than half-heartedly give something and you can't, if you've got a sitter coming, a spirit coming forward and they can't relate in your way, then you're stumped.
exactly.
You know, so you've got to be able to bring all the Claires in so that you can say, right, okay, I don't work with that Claire, but oh, never mind, they're confident they can work with that one. So
Yeah,
and this
I
is what it's
think
about.
they complement each other. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
That's
also, you think, okay, well, I'm good maybe at seeing or hearing, and then you're trying to do this one, and then you might hear more or see more, and it cements that, yeah, that's what you're really good at because you're always going to go to your strength without realizing.
Not everybody who comes from spirit world will communicate in the same way.
No, that's right.
Some might only be able to show you things, visualize. So then you've got to enhance your clairvoyance. Some, I find this happens a lot with people what's taken their own life. You've got somebody coming through what's taken their own life, they will work on a clairsentience link. They will always bring that. So that's important, I think, the clairsentient is really, really important. And that not only that, that comes in with the conditions of the passing as well. You know, because they'll give you that feeling. They'll give you that type of, but the feeling is a big one, especially for, like I said, somebody who's took their own life, because 9 times out of 10, they are still very reserved when they come back. They're still quite reserved and within themselves because that's how they were when they was here. If they suffered with mental health issues, although they'll be better, they will still show you that character of how they were before they passed. So, you know what I mean? They will then, the right way for them to come back, I find, is always through clairsentience, through that feeling. So you will get to feel a little bit of their depression or, you know, their anxiety or whatever it is. So you've got to learn, haven't we, to work with that.
You've got to be able to recognize them.
If you get somebody coming through what's took their own life and you haven't developed your clairsentience, you're going to be stuck. It's going to be, right, well, how else can I work this? And you're going to struggle. Yeah, so this is why it's important, I think, to do, like to develop all these different ones so we know where we are. So yeah, so well done. So listen to the guidance he gave you. Trust. I love it when they kick his ass.
And patience. And patience. I think I've got patience. I know you don't have patience. I know what you're talking about. I've got a short fuse at the moment. Certain things.
Right. Okay. Well done, Jack. Right.
Thank you.
You'll get on. You are on mute, so you have to take yourself off mute.
Did you say me?
I did, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was all right. I'm not that great at meditating and things, but I kind of felt on the first one, my dad.
Right, yeah.
On the second one, I didn't really. On the first one, sorry, I felt like there was two people. I got my dad and a woman.
Yeah.
I got aunt. So I'm not sure if it was my aunt or someone else's here. She was I just got this a little while after that first initial knowing. It was just like this lady with a big brimmed hat, and didn't see, but I got that feeling. And the second one, I felt like with my guide, I was getting a bit of clearing.
Yeah.
Especially around my third eye area.
Yeah.
Which was lovely. Yeah, and that was sort of it, really.
Did you get a message?
Confidence.
Confidence, yeah. Well, there you go, so they're all things what we can work on, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
So they're all things we can kind of work with, and they are the main issues: confidence, trust, and everybody suffers with that, struggles with that to start with, or during some time during the path. It's kind of it sometimes just hits us when we don't expect it, if you know what I mean. And it's like, wow, where's it come from? So but they are all things what we can strengthen, and the more you do, the more you practice, the more you'll get, the more your confidence will grow. But I will tell you, I know you're new in here, I know you're new in class, but we have no judgment in here.
Yeah, no, it's lovely.
No judgments whatsoever. We're all supportive, and you're all on the same path. We're all on that same journey. We never ever, there isn't a destination. There is never an end to our destination. It's just continual. And even when we pass to the spirit world, we still continue. We still continue to learn, and we still continue to grow. And nobody is ever better than anybody else, no matter who we are. The only thing we can say is, okay, we've got maybe a little bit more experience, and that is it. We are all on the same level. Yeah. So we're all on that same road, on that same path. Nobody is better than anybody else, no matter, you get a lot what do think they are like, but believe me, they're not. And they soon learn. They soon find the trip ups and falls and things, when their ego takes over and the big head steps in. But hey ho, they're soon going to kick up the arse and brought back to reality.
Yeah, true.
So well done.
Well done.
Well done, Tara. Right, Gillian, how did we get on?
Well done, Tara.
Thank you.
I find it frustrating, but managed. I think I'm more clairvoyant or clairaudient, but it does slip in and I blurt it out. But I never dwell on it, I just think, okay, give it. So first of all, there was all the rainbow flowers and the bright light, and then I made it go monochrome, and then I switched it off.
That's it, yeah.
And it was really hard to do that because, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be, especially when you used to work in a certain way.
Yeah. Now, I knew there was a young dark-haired man who sat on the settee. It was a young man. He was slender, slim build, and he was fun and popular. He worked with his hands, which had a few nicks in them, through and bangs and things through working with his hands. I knew he was at peace. He had a bear he was fond of when he was a child, and he used to hug it round the middle. I got the number 6, 8, and 12. Don't ask me why. And that was it.
Did you get a message for yourself?
Patience.
Yeah, patience. There you go. See, they always give you things, don't they? You know what we think they need, what we need.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they might give you a word and you think, hey, yeah, I don't need that. And then when you think about it, you think, oh, yeah, I do.
Mhm. Yeah, I knew my guide was there, and that was really difficult because he's quite a presence. But I just knew he was there, and he was to the front and the left.
Yeah.
And when I see him, I go like a tingle up my back heat.
Yeah.
But this time, I just knew he was there at the front to the left.
That's good then. So they did tone it down.
Oh yeah.
This is what I said, you know, they will, your other players will probably jump in, and that's why I said, you know, if they come in, then they will come in, just let them, don't fight it, you know, they will tone that down.
And I heard the word, well, it was Pablo or Pueblo, I don't know whether it was Pablo.
Pablo.
I don't know what that was all
Well,
about.
to me, well, what's Pablo?
Or Pueblo, as in an Indian.
I've actually come across that name this week, but I'm trying to work out where it is.
It's also a coffee brand.
It's an Indian as well, Pueblo Indians.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going on holiday.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you're getting an Indian coming in. Maybe you're going to get a Pablo Indian, you know.
Don't know.
It's to wait and see then for that one, you know, and see. Right, can anybody understand the young gent, what Gillian got in? How old did you say he was?
It was hard. It felt like the way he felt, you know, the way people are jaunty when they're younger.
Yeah.
It wasn't the end of the 20s, it was the beginning. A young man.
Gil, do you think this could be for you? I thought so. And you know, when she described him, I actually were looking at you and I thought that sounds very much like it's for Jill to me.
Yeah, the nicking of the hands, you know, the marks on the hands, it was a mechanic, so obviously he used to, you know, his hands used to get a bit of a mess. The 6th was his birthday. The dark hair, yes, I can take that. What else did she say? I can't remember.
8 and 12.
8 and 12. I'm not sure on the 8 and the 12, but the 6 definitely.
Well, the 8th of August, Jill.
Oh yeah, the 8th, yeah, being August. It's their anniversary this month. The end of this month.
Right.
12th.
Could be December.
12
months, I don't know. Can't tell you because I didn't like look at them or hear them. I just knew. So
that like that, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
But never mind. But you'll think about it, Jill. You know, it'll come to you.
Yeah, I'll think of the 12. I mean, I know he did like Christmas, but you know, I think they all did at that age.
What about the teddy bear?
Pardon?
The teddy bear. You have a
Yeah,
teddy
he had a little. My mum got it when he was little, or she had it made for him. It was like a knitted teddy bear thing, and he carried it everywhere.
You're very fond of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he left it on the bus.
Oh.
Never to be seen again, and he was absolutely, you know. And I even went and bought him an ordinary little teddy, but that weren't good enough.
No, it's not.
No, definitely not. But oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Gillian.
Okay, and it was really hard not to think in my head, is it this, is it that? I just had to completely.
You've got to stop your earth, haven't you, jumping in?
Yeah, it was awful, and just to try and give you what I got without trying to make it someone, you know. But I did get the feeling of peace, so he's at peace.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
As soon as I started describing him, I knew straight away who you'd got.
Yeah, as soon as she said the 6 and the, you know, described him, I thought, yeah.
I did straight away. It come to me. Like
slender and jaunty. That's nice. Oh, that's lovely.
It is lovely.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, well
Well
done.
done, Gillian.
Cheryl, you're
Well
next on
done.
my screen. And then I think it's Ellen, isn't it, after Cheryl? Yeah. After Cheryl,
Yeah, I'm here.
how did you get on?
All right.
Why did it just take you 10 minutes to think about it?
Because it's where do you start and where do you end?
Yeah, no, you do get that, don't you? Sometimes it's like
Yeah.
trying to work it out, isn't it?
Right, I got the name Clara, the name Alan. I got trouble with the stomach area and also with the heart.
Yeah.
I got the number 3. I also got the month of June. And I also got the colour grey.
Okay.
And the message is, I can do it.
Yeah, that's your message. That's your personal message. Is that what the guy gave you?
Yeah.
I can do it. Well, you'll keep telling yourself that, Shirley Worley. I can do it.
Then I got this lady,
Yeah.
medium build, she would have worn a blue dress. It had flowers on it, white hair. So I don't know if this glassiness is there or not, but
Right.
I would say
How did you find working that way, the claircognizance way, or were your other Claires jumping in? Were you struggling?
I had the other players jumping in because, like I said, I've got the names coming in as well.
What
so
you
I
were
had-
names, or did they just come to you?
They just come in.
Right. Okay.
So then, like I saw the woman, like I said, she looked in a late.
It's Nora.
So apart from that, yeah, I got an
So
all
you-
right.
Did you just say you saw the lady come in?
Yeah, I saw the lady.
So you're still using your clairvoyance then. So, and like I said, it is very difficult to switch all your clairs off because you can't when you're used to working in a certain way. You know what I mean? So the rest of it though, you got claircognizance, yeah. So you worked,
Yeah.
just got the download coming in,
And the
right?
colour grey.
Right. So can anybody understand the names what Shirl gave? What were it? Clara and Aaron. Alan.
Clara,
What was the first name?
Clara,
Clara.
Clara, and Ellen. Oh,
I can
Alan.
take. I can take Clara, Alan, number 3, June.
So it looks like you were Karen then. And can you
Yeah.
take the lady wearing a blue dress, Karen?
Yes, I can, but I don't think it had flowers on it. It was like a suit. There's a picture of me and my granny, both practically wearing the same colour at my brother's wedding.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right. So it sounds like you were Karen Shirl there.
Yeah, because it come like, you know, like when you get them like a gypsy top dresses.
Yeah.
They had to explain, but it was like
like
it
it off
wasn't
the
a
shoulder.
it was it was a dark blue, but she would have had it on the shoulder. She would have had it like they normally do when they're older, because I mean she was an older woman.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think you're definitely with me with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
a bit alarmed you got Clara. I was like, haven't heard for a while, so
There we go. Well done, Shirl.
Oh,
thank you.
Michelle.
well done.
Thank
Well
you.
done. And Ellen, last but not least.
I found it quite difficult because I used to work a lot with cognizance, but I found everything else come jumping in. So I
Yeah.
visualized the chair. Well, I didn't visualize it. I knew the chair was there,
Yeah.
and I knew my spirit guide was stood behind me because I could actually feel him with his hands on my shoulders.
Yeah.
So I knew he was there. But next thing I know, I am sort of seeing a big crag up in the Yorkshire Moors, and there's a lady stood on there with a hood. And I'm getting the song Valerie, but I'm getting the name Vivi. And I'm getting
Vivian.
September, and she's given me the age 21 or the number 21. But I'm on a big crag on the Yorkshire Moors, and it's sort of, I know it wasn't a cliff top here, it was sort of a big crag. And she's just stood there, and she's got a smile, and she's got like a crack, well, something wrong with the teeth at the front. And she's just smiling, and a big, big booming smile. But she's singing the song Valerie. You know, Amy Winehouse, Valerie? She put that song to me, the Valerie. Then I asked for a sign for myself, and I've got like a whirlpool. You know, I don't do water.
No, you
But
don't.
it was like going round in a plug hole, you know, where the plug hole goes round like a whirlpool.
Yeah.
And then I was given a large ruby, and that was for Tara.
Oh, wow.
A ruby, a beautiful ruby, the most beautiful stone I've ever seen. And that was to give to Tara.
Oh,
But that was it really. But it was so difficult for me. I just
Yeah,
couldn't,
it can be. Now
I couldn't do it.
I'm interested to see what your message was, Ellen. What did you get?
For me?
Yes, for you.
I got this whirlpool, and it's just saying to me, I'm like a whirlwind.
Right.
I've got to
Okay.
slow down. I've got to slow down.
Slow down. Yeah. Okay.
I just got this whirlpool just going round and round and round.
Yeah.
And that was for me. But that's all they showed me. But like something going down the plug hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I ain't got a clue what that message is.
So maybe it's just to slow your energy down a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
you're a bit all over.
I think I'm erratic, Bev.
Yeah.
1 minute I'm bum, 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 bum. Then next minute it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. And
And
probably
I
that's what
can't
it's trying
control
to get you to control it. And that's probably why
Yeah.
it's going so fast. I think
Yeah.
that's up to you now to say to them, either slow it up or slow it down.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you're gonna have to have a talk with your guide, your spirit team, and kind of say to them, look, I need you to give it in a way what's consistent rather
Yeah.
than or nothing.
Yeah.
They will work you on that then. So that is your working now. You know, that is your train. You can train yourself with that. You know, and the more you practice, the more you'll do that.
Yeah. And I'm also going jasmine. Why am I going a big strong smell of jasmine?
Oh, right. Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Maybe
A
that's
real
connected
strong
to
smell.
Gillian as well. Maybe it's I think obviously I knew you were with Gillian straight away again as soon as you started. I thought this is for Gillian. I can see. So over to you, Gillian, for you to just tell Ellen.
We were old hippies. We used to like drench ourselves in jasmine, joss sticks, everything. And there was like Zoflora, and it used to come in jasmine. So we used to clean the carpets with it. So the outer reeked of it.
Strong, ever so strong.
And patchouli. So we were just reeking in it.
Patchouli, yeah, I've written that down. Patchouli, yeah. And summer solstice and patchouli. I hate the smell of patchouli. I hate it.
The other thing is her birthday is the 21st.
So there's your 21.
Yeah, I thought it was the age 21. Yeah.
Well,
Her
it would
birthday.
for age really when you think about it, because age is connected to birthdays, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Yeah. And September. And something to do with lunch. I've written down lunch as well. Don't know
I'm
why.
going to think on the September at the moment. I'm just,
Yeah.
you know.
September and lunch. I've got lunch coming in.
Oh, I know what the September is. Blimey. Okay, thanks. That's answered a question.
Right, thank you.
there we
She
go.
hated heights as well, but she, you know, so thank you very much. That was
You're
brilliant.
Thank you. Could you take the ruby, Tara? I'll give you a nice ruby ring or ruby.
yeah.
Symbolic message maybe. Unless you,
Yeah, I'll have to have a think on this, but I don't know, just,
I would go to Google Land and type in the spiritual meaning of a ruby.
Ruby, yeah. I was
Oh,
looking at it the other week, but very briefly, because I've been covering crystals and that, so maybe it's a stone that I
Maybe
need
a
to
message
get.
there. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So
Can
have
you
a,
take the name? Can you take the name Ruby rather than a place?
I actually can, very much so.
Rather than a stone, the ruby.
Yeah, I can. I
Right,
try.
Alan, do you think that they were showing you the ruby as in a symbol rather than?
I've been asking for symbols because I'm getting a lot of symbols and I'm not getting the meanings.
Yeah, well,
And
maybe obviously it's the name, and you did a message last week as well, and it was a reference.
yeah,
This was it, but they could actually take that name what you gave within the reference. So maybe it's that, you know,
so they
maybe
give me- yeah.
them symbols. So maybe what you're gonna have to say is, can you, if I said to you, can you understand a ruby? And if you say no, say, well, can you take the name Ruby?
Yeah.
So maybe that's your reference.
Yeah.
But I would still check that out though, Tara, just in case there is a message in there.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, definitely. I was actually looking at it the other week thinking, should I get one? Should I not get one?
Yeah.
So maybe that's my little.
Be out looking at them because there's that many, I don't know them all.
It develops clairaudience and clairvoyance, especially clairvoyance, rubies do.
Right, so there you go. So maybe it's that.
It helps with spiritual development.
So there you go.
Maybe
So
it is
maybe you
then.
meant to get one then, eh?
Back to the little gem shop again. Again.
No stopping.
So I've got to slow myself down a bit and stop being
Yeah,
so.
so you put your
I'm
intention.
like this. When I'm reading, whether it's that, Bev, I'm like this. I can feel my son going.
Right, so then you need to tell them.
Yeah.
You need to just say to them, look, have a word with when he's sitting in the power again, Alan, just say to him, look, this is what I'm struggling with. Can you work me? And they'll help you.
Yeah, I'm chittering now. So yeah.
Right, well done, Alan. Right,
Thank
yes.
you.
Well done.
Well done, Alan.
Where's he gone?
Here, what?
Oh, there you go. You had your hand up.
Oh yeah, what's a Craig?
It's like it's like a rock that's overlooking, like an overhanging piece of rock, a crag to me.
Yeah, just it's
Ah,
it's not a cliff. It's
Like a cliff. To me, I was seeing a lady on like a cliff, like an
Well, say
overhanging
cliff then. Speak English.
but if you talk about cliffs, you think of water, and it's not water. It's over the moors.
Yeah. Yeah, like
It's like
Oh,
in like the
yeah.
olden days, people would hide under them and camouflage themselves, and use the top like to look out. Yeah, it's very.
okay.
Oh, I thought Cliff.
Go
Yeah.
watch that cowboy and Indian film.
no.
Oh,
it's
like one of
right.
those. Thank you. You're on mute. Bev.
So there you go. You know what a crag is now.
Thank you. Oh, you forgot Wendy. It's Wendy's turn. Go, Wendy.
Wendy didn't do it, Jack. She weren't here.
No, go on, quick. Come on.
Wendy missed it out. She weren't here.
Gonna get in trouble.
I
Shut
didn't
it
know
down.
what a crag was either, Jack.
Right, Jack. Just for you.
double.
No, I got to go to work. Remember?
Just for you. No, I'm showing you.
Oh, that make me do something.
Extra homework
No.
for Jack though.
Just for you, I'm going to show you what a crag is. There we go. There, that's a crag.
Yeah.
Ah,
You see?
so the Roadrunner and Wildy Coyote. Yep.
Yeah.
There's Creswell Crags in Derbyshire with Neolithic settlement in the caves.
I used to
Climb
there.
them. They're awesome.
Nice
Yeah.
Hang off it, but-
couple crags.
Oh, they're crags. So there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, okay. Is hell bent on getting you working, Wendy, tonight? Look, and the auntie.
Anna,
No, I just wanted her to bite.
you know what he's bloody like.
I know.
Just wanted
Right,
to
seeing as though you've got to go to work, Jack, you can start us off. So, because don't think you're going out of it.
No, not I'm going now. See, bye.
Go on, Gobby.
Right, okay, so because we're working claircognizance, right, we're going to do maybe a quick fire round. Now, this is where you do not think. You haven't got time to think. So it's got to be, when I say quick fire, it's the first thing into your head answers, right? So no sitting and stumbling and thinking. It's quick fire. Now, I want an answer. It's one of them, right? Okay. Right then, so Jack, where we're going to go first? Right, Gillian's looking at my screen, looking directly at me, so you can go to Gillian. So very, very quickly, I want you to just put your eyes on Gillian. Now, I don't want you to focus on her. I just want you to look at her and I want you to tell me what colour Gillian's aura is. Come on, now. Come out with it. What colour? What colour, Jack? What colour? Too late, Jack.
Red. I was thinking of tea.
You was too slow. Right, red. And why are you giving a red? Straight away, download. Why are you giving a red? Come on, come out with it.
Red. I don't know. I can see red and I can see I don't know, it's just red and Tetley tea.
Right, why?
No, she has to slow down, have a cup of tea.
Okay. Anything else?
Don't.
I can see fine china, sorry. No, I can just like tea, cup, china, slow, relax. Now I'm just words
Yeah,
out there.
just keep coming out with it. Whatever comes to your head, just say. Don't think about it, just go with it. This is your claircognizance working, just come in downloads.
Oh, flowers,
Just go.
it's there, but it's not coming out here. That's the problem.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's because I put you on the spot. It's because I
Yellow
put you on the spot
submarine.
and I make you work fast. That's why. So that's your earth head kicking in.
Yes.
So it's your earth head jumping in, but this is how it happens. And it's like, oh my God, I'm talking shit, but you're not talking shit. You know what I mean? It's the download you're getting. So you've just got to get this download coming in and then speak it.
So you've just used me as an example. Thank you.
No, they're all going to do it, not just you.
Oh, good.
They've all got.
You're recording.
Right, now how much of that, Gillian, could you resonate with?
Red, my neck's killing me and I associate red with pain.
Yeah.
Also, my energy's come back after the sleep, so I'm full of energy. Flowers, there's 3 vases behind me because I've had my family and they all brought me flowers.
Oh.
So there's 3 vases behind me, so yeah.
And you need to slow down, he said as well.
I'm doing my best.
And you need a cup of tea.
I don't drink tea, but I get the drink as in sit and have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Relax.
in other words, sit and relax and yeah. And have a drink. If it's not tea, it could be something else.
Yeah.
No, so just sit and chill. What else did you say, Jack? I can't remember.
A whole heap of gibberish.
It's not gibberish though, is it? You know, you
No.
No, well, it doesn't, because it doesn't flow, your automatic mind saying it's.
This is how
so
this is
it's
how you get that
making
download
sense.
coming in.
That's right.
And this is how to work that claircognizance. You know what I mean? It's just sort of a quick downhill. You know what I mean? Down.
I'm sorry though. I know you don't drink tea, but it's just saying Tetley tea. So
Tetley tea. There you go. Can you take the name Tetley as well, Gillian?
Mike drinks this, but I get what you're saying, you know, sit and have a chill out.
Can you take the name Tetley as well?
No, just on the tea box.
Yeah, just on the box. Right. Okay. There we go. Right. Well done,
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, well done. Because there's 3 vases behind me. You can't see they're in the fireplace.
no, I can't see him.
No, brilliant.
Yeah. Right. Okay, Gillian. So obviously you were paired with Jack, so you need to take yourself off mute, Jack. So obviously, same for you. I want you to just get downloads if you can for Jack and a colour. I want to colour. What colour is his aura? Go for it.
Right, I've got charcoal. I've got a tray of dinner with like, it's beefy. It's like beef with like cheese on top. I've got green, yellow, and patches of brown. And I've got a letter that needs to be written. And I've got a pencil, of all things, that's broken because it's been stubbed too many times.
Okay.
And the charcoal come from a barbecue, I think, not other types. It's like goes on a barbecue. And that's it, Chuck.
Right, Jack. Can you resonate with any of that?
What was the second thing you said?
There was charcoal. There was like, it's this dinner in a tray and it's made from beef, but there's cheese on top. Your aura I found was green, yellow, and there was patches of brown. And when there's patches of brown, it's been old illness or injury.
Yeah.
And then there was a letter needs writing, and then a pencil, what was stubbed, you know. Not a
Well,
pen,
I'll
it was
show you the
a
pencil because the pencil's just sitting there. And I keep sharpening it and it keeps breaking. So you're spot
Okay.
on. So the charcoal and the barbecue, yes, because I did the I lit the fire the other day. And when I cleaned it out, I did it old school, didn't use the charcoal. I purposely did it the way my dad used to light a fire. And I want to use that to make some black salt. So I've put that aside. So that's significant to that. The green and yellow aura, I think that's got to do with my chakra colors as well, because even when I open, I get stuck at the green and sometimes I can't I don't go up more for a while.
right.
So you got that spot on, and pain everywhere. Yes, the letter to be written. Don't know if that means a letter or whether I still got to keep going, because I really enjoyed doing the poetry the other day. And I've been looking for my old poetry, whether it's down the path or it's actually a letter that I need to write.
I felt it was I knew it was an envelope, not pages to write.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, and the patches of brown, they're old injuries, or there's nothing to worry about. Old injuries or illnesses, and you know, little patches. And they weren't sort of like bruises, which is recent, it's more in the past. They just show up. Oh, thanks. Okay.
Here we go. Well done, you too.
Well done.
Thank you.
Right,
Did you
Cheryl.
find that easy? Hang on. Did you find that easy?
When I didn't have to stop pictures and I just did it quickly, it just blurted, so it was okay.
That's it. That's what it's about, Julian. It's about just blurting things out, what's coming to you down low. So you haven't got time to think about it. You haven't got time to let your other Claires jump in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So is it like automatic writing?
It's very similar to that. It's very similar to that, Jack. We will be having a practice with that as well. Oops. I don't know what happened there, and the screen just went off. Did everybody else's just go off then for a minute? Mine did.
No.
It must be just me then. Right, okay. Right, Cheryl. Right, can you work with Karen, please?
I know I was going to work with Karen because I was looking at her.
There you go. You see, you must be psychic, eh? We must have to do something with that, Cheryl.
I got green with Karen. I also got the colour grey. I got the name Rita. I got Burning Fire. And problem with a knee. And peppermint.
Right. And now I'm going to take you back to the colours you gave her. Why those colours? You ain't got time to think about it, Shirl. You need to just, the colour green and grey. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Right, go for it. Just download.
What I got with the green, it's to do with emotions. Passion. The grey, I got like a sluggish feeling with it as well. So this is where I feel like if I'm, oh, and I forgot to mention the paperwork. The Burning Fire is to do with the desire, what comes up after doing, or, and this is what I got, this is to do with, it's a passion. So at first I got the garden, then I got something to do with craft work. So the peppermint, I'm not, the peppermint, I don't know why what word peppermint, but I've just got peppermint. So, and what I get with the peppermint, this is to do with I'm getting this is a food, so much to do with food, or being put with food, or some on them lands. So
Okay. Right, Karen, can you resonate with any of that?
Green emotions and passion, not really. I'm not a huge emotional person, and I'm certainly not a huge passionate person. Grey, sluggish, yeah, definitely. Rita, don't know the name. Burning Fire, I've got a coal fire and I can't wait to get that started again. Problem with my knee, that has really been bothering me today. I've got issues with my hip and my knee's really been bothering me today. Peppermint, when you said it was to do with food, I used to love making peppermint creams and I still love them. Paperwork, I left a pile of paperwork in work today because I didn't have time to do it. I don't actually have a garden, but I would love to turn part of my farmyard into a garden. Craft work, yeah, I love doing crafty stuff. So yes, thank you.
Oh, well done.
Take all of that.
Right then, Karen, it's your turn. to
Well
share.
done, Shirl.
So when you first said that we were going to download, the first thing that came into my head was blue. Bev, but I don't know who that was for. I don't know if that was for Cheryl or for anyone, but it was the first thing that came in before you even said colours was blue.
It'll
But
probably
Cheryl,
be because they know before I'd have said it. Oh, we're gonna work. with
yeah,
it.
I need to find Cheryl. There she goes. Like 2 seconds. So
Yep.
Cheryl, I'll give you blue, pink, yellow, number 68. Worry. And that's all I'm getting just now. Nothing else coming in.
That's fine. It don't matter how much you get coming in. You know, it's just the fact of doing it. So, well done. Right, Cheryl, can you understand any of that? What Karen's just said to you?
yeah, I'm just trying to work out the 68 at the moment.
Well, it could be a door number, it could be an age, it could be a date of birth, it could be, you know, anything, couldn't it really? So it's trying to work it out or find it, you know, where it comes in, somebody's age. It's hard when we're on spot, isn't it, to try and find it.
Was it on a favourite top or something? You know how you get 68 on the back of like hoodies or something? That's what I'm now seeing.
Possible she could be Karen, because Marley just mentioned that, so. And it could relate to my, can't remember if it was one of my grandson or my son what had one, so, but that does ring the bell.
I were actually seeing a rugby shirt. You know when you said that, Karen?
Yeah, I was just once it was
I
when
actually
Cheryl said it, all I got was clothing.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
rugby shirt, as you said
Yeah,
that.
That could be
Whether
to
it
do,
is or not, I don't know.
oh. Yeah, I could actually check that,
that's really weird.
so, because my
No, it's
grandson,
not weird, Karen. It's not weird at all.
because my grandson does rugby and Neil used to do rugby. So that's probably where it's coming in.
Yep.
So
That's that part. What about the rest?
I can't remember the rest.
Got now what she said, haven't you?
Worry?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
I could
worried
take-
about something?
yeah, I could take that at the moment, yeah.
Yeah. And the colours, was it blue, pink, and yellow? Was it yellow?
I think you said yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the blue with,
Blue's healing.
Yeah.
yeah, I can understand that. The pink,
Baby.
Ooh.
not me.
Yeah.
So definitely not me. So baby. This I'm not too sure on the baby, but there's babies in the family. And the colour yellow. Well, that can mean anything. So
I'm not getting anything with yellow. I'm just yellow.
mm,
Yeah. Maybe you need a bit of brightness around your shirt for the yellow. We'll bring that in as
Yeah.
a bright colour.
yeah, that possibility at the moment.
Bit of sunshine around you, eh? You know,
Yeah.
Yep.
bit of lightness. So well done. Well done, you two.
Thank you very
Well done,
much.
Karen.
Thanks, Phil.
Well done.
Well done.
Right, now who's left? Who's not? Have you been yet, Ellen? You haven't, have you? Right, okay, so we'll have you and Tara then, yeah?
Mhm.
So do you want to go first, Ellen? Or do
Yeah.
you- yeah? Right, okay then. So you're with Tara, so just like I say, whatever comes to your mind.
Okay. Right, Tara, I want to give you I want to give you yellow, and I want to give you dusky pink, and I'd like to give you sunflowers. I want to give you a unicorn, a little stuffed toy unicorn. I want to give you, oh, this is hard. I want to give you a wardrobe that needs fixing. I want to give you green for your throat chakra. Communication, you need some words to be spoken. I want to give you checks like a tartan check. And I want to give you the most big, cuddliest jumper that's got a hole in the sleeve.
Okay.
I want a
Don't look
necklace, a big necklace with a big thing on the bottom, with a big, like a necklace, a big statement necklace. I want to say statement necklace. I want to give you cherry blossom on a tree, and I want to give you the month of May. And I want to see you were sat underneath this tree, but it's a load and load of cherry blossom in a park with a paddling pool and a boat. That's it.
Oh, well done, Ellen. Right, okay, you made a mistake there.
What?
You made a mistake because but there's a reason why you've done that. You said I want to give you green for your throat chakra. The throat chakra is, what colour is the throat chakra, Ellen?
Blue.
Blue. But you actually said green.
I wanted to give a green,
Yeah.
but
So
I wanted to give a green for communication.
yeah,
Why did I want to give a green for communication then?
this is what I'm saying. So why have you? There's a reason why you've done that.
Mm,
Know your chakras. You know what colours they are, and you know what. So there's a reasoning behind why you've done that, and that's why I wanted to pull you on that and see
yeah.
why you've done that. The reason.
Well, more. I don't know why I gave green, but I wanted to give communication. I wanted to speak something, but I wanted to give the colour green with it. I don't know.
Right. Well, I'm gonna
Mm.
gonna ask Tara, because you do Reiki, Tara, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you use the colour green as healing?
Yeah, I see green as healing for me.
There we go.
Green.
I knew that's where it were. So
Mhm.
straight away, I picked that up. And
Yeah.
so Ellen, you was giving her that because she needs
Yeah.
healing around the throat chakra.
Yeah.
So there's a communication. You actually said communication. So there's an issue around communication,
Communication.
and that's where the healing's coming in.
Yeah.
So that's why you picked up green, Ellen.
Yeah.
So that's that issue sorted. Right, I'll
Mm.
leave you to give it to sort rest out now, but I just wanted to clear that up. So can you take the rest, Tara, of what Ellen blurted out?
Right. Yeah. Yellow, dusky pink. I've got 9 times out of 10 get yellow from my own aura. Sunflowers we have growing in the garden at the moment. I keep checking them and putting the water on them. They came from brownies for my granddaughter. She's got a unicorn stuffed toy. She goes to bed with them.
Oh,
Now, sorry, that's her now. 1 minute now. Wardrobe, not sure. So I have not moved 6 months ago. So I've got a wardrobe that I am thinking about adjusting and refitting it. We've done the communication. Tartan check, not too sure about at the minute. May come to me. Cuddly jumper, hoeing. Besides, I'm sort of wearing that. Cherry blossom tree. I looked at a park today. Not sure what's there, but we are going about. So, and I do love. I go for lots of walks. I'm quite a nature person, so I can relate to quite a lot of that.
can I just jump in a minute there, Tara?
Yeah.
Have you got Scottish connections? Have you got any?
Not sure yet.
I'm just wondering with the tartan, you know, whether she was connecting with maybe a Scottish connection.
Now you've just said that. There was the other year a reading, and Scottish ancestors were mentioned. Now you've just said
So maybe it's that. Maybe it's something to do with that. So yeah. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Tara, if you can just do the same with Ellen, whatever comes to your head, just go for.
Right, okay.
Just go with it.
So green and yellow, purple for the aura. Overthinking. Very passionate about something at the moment. Dogs. Drawing. Need to do more drawing. Sunshine walks. Sandcastles. Moon walks. I'm getting fire pit. Sort of getting a circle sort of thing. So not sure if, yeah. Swollen feet. Colour yellow and yellow roses, sorry. Wasn't the colour yellow roses. And smoke.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, well done.
I don't know if any of that was God.
Yeah. Well,
Really random stuff, wasn't it?
This is how it works. This is how it works when it's random like that. This is claircognizance and exactly at its finest.
Oh, I want to know
Green,
now.
yellow and purple. I love my purple and yellow. Oh my God, I love yellow. If I can buy yellow, I will buy yellow, as in furnishings. I love yellow. Overthinking. Yes, I make cheese out of it. Get a little seed in my head and I do make cheese. I am very OCD-ish and I have to be careful with it, with me overthinking. I am passionate about things and I will give 100%. So I am passionate. If I do anything, I have to do it properly. I am passionate on that. Dogs. I can't really take dogs, but I've had dogs in the past. I have had dogs, but at the moment I haven't got any dogs. Drawing. My grandson, we're always drawing. He's autistic and he loves drawing. So if we've got 5 minutes, we'll always sit down and it's draw for me, Nanny. Sunshine walks and sandcastles. I live right on the coast.
Right.
We've got the biggest back garden in the world out there. Moonwalks and fire pit, yes. If I can sit outside and like the fire pit, me and Mick always sit there and we love that.
Since like stumps.
Feet. Yeah, swollen feet. I haven't got swollen feet, but I'm always on my feet, so they should be swollen. Yellow roses is absolutely brilliant. I buy yellow roses once a year on my father's birthday because that is my dad, is yellow roses, is my father. And smoke, well, I've got a wood burner and I do tend to set the chimney on fire very now and then, so.
Right. Can I just stop you a minute, Ellen? Can I just stop you for 1 minute?
Yeah.
Right. What is the reference for dogs?
Loyal.
Comfort.
Comfort.
So could it be that you're needing comfort around you at the minute?
Yeah, yes, you're there, yeah, if I use it, yeah.
And your dad?
And
Did
my
your
dad.
have swollen feet before he
He did.
passed? Your dad
Mhm.
had swollen feet, and did your dad
With the
smoke?
yellow roses.
And was he a smoker?
Well, that was the big thing. He only packed up 18 months and then he died. The week before he died, he said, if I carried on bloody smoking, I wouldn't have been dying. You know what I mean? It was a thing with him smoking. Yeah.
So that maybe
Yeah.
could have been your dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
That could have
the last part, what she gave you there. It just came to me just as she was giving it you.
Mm.
And I thought, yeah, I've got, because especially when you said about the yellow roses,
Yeah.
I thought, I bet the feet are connected.
Yeah. I would say yellow roses, definitely. I always buy yellow roses associated with my dad, nothing
So
else.
that's obviously she was picking up around your dad with that.
That was lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, well done, Tara.
Thank you,
Well
Helen.
done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well done.
Right, okay, so I think there's just Wendy left, I think now. Let me just check. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, we've just got Wendy left. You've all had a turn, haven't you now, apart from Wendy?
Yeah, she can do everyone.
Jack, I'm going to make you work again.
Oh, just before you do, Bev, I've put in a thing there. I can take the Tetley. Got family in Yorkshire. It started in Yorkshire.
Ah, there you go, there.
Yeah. So well done,
Love-
you.
Thank
we
you. I
are.
love you, Beverly, but I'm getting ready for work.
What, right now, just a second?
Yeah, I'm doing the birds. I'm doing it. All right, go on. I've got-
Bollocks the birds. Come along, Jack.
2 minutes, Jacko. It'll not take you long. Right,
Gobby.
okay.
I'm
Right,
going to
Jack.
keep my mouth shut.
Ah, you do.
Yeah, but you want the practice. You said today you need, you're wanting to get this practice and really put it your all in. So this is what I'm doing. So right, go for it. We wah. So go.
What, me first? Ladies first.
No, I'm not doing it. I haven't logged in or out.
No, you can. You can have a go back, Wendy, in a minute.
There you go. Suffer, Wendy. All right.
But
Okay.
you can go first, so she can get a feel first while she's.
All right. Ready? Wendy, blue and orange. I can see biscuits, and I can see.
You're not
I
supposed
should-
to be seeing. You're not supposed to be seeing.
No, I know. I mean, I'm saying it, but I know it's
All
coming
right,
out.
okay.
Right? Oh, don't worry, I can't see it. Trust me. Wendy, what do I get? Westlife, and I get Olivia Newton-John. I get Rocks in the Garden and chocolates. Now I'm thinking, so that's no good.
Yeah, don't think, just let your download come. So if you have to think about it, you know, before you start thinking, just say, give me a download for Wendy.
Yeah, give me something for Wendy being
First thing what comes to your head.
it's in a red box, like a red. The packaging is red, but it's a packet of cigarettes. And then a lighter, but the lighter is a special lighter, like not a fancy one, not you know, the $2 ones that you know, the cheap
Yeah,
ones.
not a throwaway one.
Yeah, one, yeah.
So you mean like a proper lighter?
Yeah, a proper one, a fancy one, I would call it.
Yeah.
That's it, Wendy.
There we go. Right, okay, Wendy, how much of that can you resonate with?
The lighter box, I can take the red lighter box. There was like a gold trimmy sort of thing inside. It was quite
Mhm.
posh. It was me mum's. But I can remember that like from childhood. Of course, Westlife, they're my favourite group. Love them. Olivia Newton-John, I used to love, like, well, I love Grease. Love the film, and I often play the CD.
She's just
in the
died
house.
as well, hasn't she?
Yeah,
Plus, they just passed away.
Yeah.
Green is my favourite colour. Green and rose gold, don't forget that, Jack.
That would have been my earth head if I said rose gold.
Rocks, I'm thinking of making like a little rockery type of thing in the garden for Louis, as a memory for him. Trying to think what else you said.
I said orange, I said chocolates and biscuits.
Our Nathan is obsessed with chocolate, anything to do with chocolate orange. And he's deliberately just buying chocolate orange because he knows I don't like it. What else then, Jacko?
That's about it. I didn't write it down because I got my hand in it.
You've done very well, love, very well.
I don't know what else, but anyway, I think that's enough. So there we go, well done.
1 second.
Well
1 second.
done.
He's screaming
Right,
at
you
me.
need to be quick because it's Wendy's turn now, so hurry up.
Oh, I know, but I'm not logged in and out.
Don't need to be logged in, don't worry about being logged in. They'll log you in.
Is this for Jack?
Yes. So what you need to say, right, Wendy, in your head is give me a download for Jack. And then first what things what come to your head, just say, just blurt out.
I got the colour purple, and
Yeah.
I'm also getting the colour blue. I'm getting birds, I can see, well, the squirrels, there's all different types of like animals. Snake.
Right, what do you get with that snake?
A snake to me is like, what do you call it? Oh man, what is it? Like, not sly, because that's like a fox, isn't it?
I know what you mean, but crafty, that type of
Like I like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Colour.
Maybe somebody talking about them, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Slithery.
A slithery
Fine.
person around him.
Do you know what I mean? Like a slithery bugger that,
Yeah.
you know, maybe he's saying something behind his back, or I don't know.
Right, okay.
I got job, which I know he's just started a new job. It's hard because I know him.
I know it is difficult. This is why you've got to try and let your earth head jump out at way and ask them to just give you some, you know, what you don't know, maybe.
I was just getting loads of animals, loads of different kinds. Paperwork, lots of paperwork. Loads of pens all over the desk as well. So, and it's looking a bit messy. Lots of paperwork that he's got to catch up with. Also, a signature's got to be done on some kind of paperwork.
Yeah.
That's about it, I think.
Yeah. Right. Well done, Wendy.
Oh, and you're coming to England to give us a cuddle.
Ah, yes. Now that is your earth head. That is. Okay, Wendy, you've got everything spot on. The color is the purple color that's the only one that, like, when I'm in this space and I open up, I can see the purple.
Same as me.
When I do it, I can't see it. So I'm trying to work on that, right? So you got that spot on. Paperwork, I take you to my study, I've got piles of paperwork that I need to catch up on. There's pens in the drawer there, there's pens in the drawer there. Birds, they're out there, and more than one come this morning. It's too early for 3 or 4 of them, but they've all come this morning for their loads of animals. What you and I, I've been seeing my family a lot in my dreams, and a lot of animals as well.
Right.
Snake, all your references for snake is wrong, because the snake I connect to Gemma because she's got snakes. I haven't spoken to her for about 3 or 4 days, and before I got on this morning, I was just about to send her a message saying we need to tee up some time to have a talk.
Oh, right.
Reference to me is, yep, I know I have to talk to her. She's like 10 fucking vids everywhere in her lounge room.
See, I've never had like a snake before, so I didn't know what
Yeah,
it meant.
so what you do is you automatically then, don't you? You think, right, what would a snake reference?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but you were right. You were right. That is the description I would have give if I'd have got.
Yeah.
You know,
I would have done the same.
in that way.
Yeah.
Why I think sometimes it's best to say, can you actually take a snake?
Uh-huh.
You know, if I said to you, I'm seeing a snake, Jack, would you understand that? And he'd have said, well, yeah. So you didn't have to go into the reference part then. Are you with me?
Yeah, in a reading though, you do that, yeah? But like for exercise, we were just throwing out.
Yeah, that's it. So you were right. You were right in the interpretation of what you gave him.
Yeah, it was perfect. And the definition of a snake is that.
Yeah.
Well, I take it to be wisdom or healing.
Yeah. Is that your reference, what you have for him, Gillian?
Yeah, especially, the caduceus on healing.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got their own interpretation, haven't they, on what a snake would represent to them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just go with what you feel with it. So there we go. Well done, Matt. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
And speaking on interpretation, I want to take it back to Helen and Tara. You know how you gave the green and for the throat.
Yeah.
And that's wrong. Well, I would have taken that as there's a misinterpretation happening. Either Tara said something or someone said something and it's been taken the wrong way.
Yeah, you could represent it that way.
Yeah.
Color with the different, do you know what I mean? It's been taken out of context.
There's lots of different. I mean,
Yeah.
there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 7 of us here.
Yeah.
9 of us. There's 9 of us here. So I mean, if we asked each and every one of us, what would we say to that? We probably all would say something different.
Yeah, we would.
And it just always goes to show, like you say, ask. You obviously in the scenario we did, it wasn't
That's
a one.
right. Yeah.
But that's where you would.
Now, if they can't take it, like I've just said to Wendy there, say, Jack, can you take a snake? You'd have said, yes, I can resonate to a snake. Then should have left that there then. If you'd have said no, I don't know anything about a snake, then should have had to go into the reference then and think, right, what does a snake mean to me? You know what I'm saying? So this is why you always offer it first. And then if this you get a no from that, like Tara had picked up with Ellen's dad, obviously, but we didn't know at the time until it was the feedback time sort of thing. The yellow flowers and the symbolize the dad.
Yeah.
It was right what she gave, but it was just thinking outside the box. We didn't piece the 2 parts together. You know what I mean? So they're connected. So
It
it's
was
kind of,
exercise. It was a really good exercise.
yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
I enjoy doing these type of exercises because they do work. You know, they really do work, and there's not been a lot what's not been able to be taken. You know, that everything resonated with everybody, really, more or less. You know, so that's what it's about, and it's just showing you that, you know, you can do that. Although some found it difficult, where others never. So the ones who work with claircognizance will find that easy. The ones who don't, you know, will obviously struggle with that one because the other clairs jump in. So it's just a case of working on it, isn't it?
I
should-
used to work with it. I can remember working with it, but now it seems to be one of the lesser
That's right.
players and the others have come up.
Took over.
Yeah,
And that's
Because you've developed the others.
yeah.
developed them. Yeah, that's right.
Mm,
Because you've gained more confidence in the others.
mm.
No, do you want to add anything, Jill? No.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of just going with the flow, isn't it?
No, I'm fine, Bev. I think we've all done really good.
They've done amazing, haven't they? They've done brilliant. And it
Yeah.
just shows, doesn't it, that when they're put on a spot like that, they can do it.
Yeah, it's hard when you put on the spot like that, isn't it?
It is really hard. And especially when you
Extremely hard.
can't let your earhead jump in, you know what I mean? And it's kind of quick, give me it and give me it now. You know,
Poor Jack has to do it twice.
you know, sort of, right, you took too long, next.
Look, watch him poke his head in. There he goes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I bet
Pick on me.
glad that she
Pick on me. See, Tara? See, I'm the poor one here. Remember that? They all pick on me.
He always has to have the last word, doesn't he, Ardo?
Always,
Yeah.
always.
it really looks like he gets picked on, doesn't it, Tara?
He does.
Yeah,
He loves it.
Love
He
you all.
loves
yeah,
it.
I'm sure he enjoys it, really.
Loves it.
Love it. Well, it's taken me about 2 hours to wake up. It's so hard when you first start.
Must be rough.
Up there, and I'm
I
trying.
tell you what, Tara, that's dedication, because I mean, obviously Jack's in Australia and it's 5 o'clock in the morning where he is. He's got up at 4:30 so we can join here.
Bloody hell.
You know, when you don't have to, I'd think sod that.
But otherwise, where am I going to learn? How am I going to learn? I find it better. Even though I can catch up back on like watching this, right? It's not the same with the interaction
No, I know.
because you
know.
get to practice.
I do get that, but it's just a pity, Jack. You've got nowhere in Australia where you can learn.
And you know what? You can even speak to Taylor about that. We were talking about that the other day, how there's not a lot of, they're also clicky. It's so hard. You might find like these groups of gem in the rough, you might go to 100 groups and they're all clicky, or they want to charge, or they want to do this.
Yeah.
And
We've had this conversation before, haven't we? You know, there's not a lot of groups where they will do development for free. You know, they just don't. They charge wherever you go, and it's quite expensive, some of it. You know, Tara, when we first started this, like, we do it every so often, maybe 6 months. This group will run for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if I'm doing development, I like to start at scratch and go through everything. So it takes about 6 months. It's a long class, you know, a long development group. But when we first started, we do it in 2 parts. Jill does the first steps. So we do that for, I think you did about 8 weeks, I think, didn't you, Jill? On first?
Yeah,
yes,
it varies,
6 to 8
doesn't it?
weeks.
6 to 8 weeks normally, isn't it? So Jill will do the first part, you know, just like Jean, learning to ground and protect and
It's the
meet your
basics, yeah.
chakras, that type of thing, the basics. And
Yeah.
then they'll come to me then, where I do, you know, the rest of it, the whole development. Now, when we first started, and I put a list up on Spirit Vision, and we said, development classes, if anybody's interested. How many names did we have on that list?
56.
50 odd, yeah.
56.
56 people all put the name down. Yeah, I want to do it. And how many have we ended up with? 12, I think.
Yeah.
12 names out of 56. And I
Oh,
think a couple of them have now jumped off. And I get that life gets in the way at times and things. And then it got me thinking to the fact that, you know, is it the fact that it's free that people think it's shit? You know what I mean? Like, if they go and pay for something, would they think it's better? You know, and
I don't know.
I mean, I would never charge for development, never ever, because it's not I don't want to charge. But it's just me thinking, you know, do people think it's going to be crap because it's free? One of them.
It's
No,
confidence.
you know what it is? It's the time and effort. People want everything quick as well.
Yeah.
But there again, you can look at it another way, Bev. Like when we very first done it, and we had people came in, right, and they'd done the basics like GMP, learnt where the chakras was, and you know where the location is and what have you, and the colours. Yeah. Then all of a sudden they go and open their own group.
Oh yeah. We've had that as well.
Yeah.
We've had that where they've done 3 or 4 lessons and think, oh, that's it. I can now run. I'm off.
I think the
Yeah,
magic
I've
word is
noticed that with a few
dedication,
people.
Bev.
Yeah. You what, Ellen? Sorry.
I think the magic word is dedication, because I think it is with you saying you've got to be dedicated.
Got to be dedicated.
It's no
100%.
good coming in one week, missing 4 and coming in then. And a lot of people will not commit to that.
No, they won't. And I think the other thing as well is like, I think when they're not into this type of thing, you know, they just want to come in for readings, and they actually think that we're talking to spirit world, or we'd just like pick a phone up like we're talking on telephone. I wished it were like that. It'd be so bloody easy. You know what I mean? But it isn't. And I think once you realise that it isn't, and it's hard work developing.
It's hard work.
Really hard
Really,
work.
when you think about it, Bev, right? All them that wanted to join, I mean, at that time, it was all done on the typing, on the development class.
Years
Right,
and years ago, yeah. When we
Yeah,
before
it was all done by typing, so they couldn't really look back. They could look back and read.
Yeah.
Whereas now they can look back and watch the video. Yeah, which would be a lot easier, but you know, they just
It's also the same with the witchy group. There's loads of members and we're down to a core 7.
Exactly.
You know, it's the
And I think
same.
it's the same thing, isn't it, Gillian? It's
Yeah.
dedication.
Yeah.
It's down to dedication. You know, like
I think some people, when they start as well, they think, yeah, this is for me, this is for me. And then they sort of drift away from it. People's opinions and things like that can get
You know what, I
involved
get
as
that.
well.
I get that, and I've got a big thing, me, and I always say, and these will tell you in here, just because I say it doesn't make it true.
Yeah.
So I'm only going on my own experiences, you know, my own input. You may have a different input, and that's fine. You know, what I always say is take what resonates and throw the rest out.
Yeah.
And I'm a big
we all
believer
work
as well.
differently, don't we?
Yeah. And what I'll say
End of
is,
the
you know,
day,
just
yeah.
because I believe in that doesn't mean you're going to.
Mhm.
You know, and like I just said, there's 9 people here now, and if I said to you, if I gave you a colour, each one of you would probably tell me something different. And well, I said, because we're unique and we're all, you know, we've all got our own opinion. Don't make it right that there's no set way. And you'll learn as we go along. When it comes to symbols and references and things like that, everybody's symbol and references will be different. And that's because we're unique again. No right or wrong way. But I'm a big believer in the saying, you only get out what you put in. You put the time and the dedication in, you know, and you'll get it back. You get rewarded. It's how it is. And I get life gets in way, and sometimes we don't take a step back. You know, especially if you've got ill health and things like that, life does get in the way at times. And that's fine. That's fine. You know, and like I'll say to people, get yourself out there, get to churches, you know, go online and see all these different mediums, see how they all work. You might find somebody who you like better than me. I haven't got a problem with that. You know what I mean? And or they might say something what you like and, you know, what I don't. Doesn't matter, but you take a little bit from each person. I think from each person you watch, there'll be something there what you'll probably like from that person. So take it on board. You know, it's we have no hard fast rules in here. You know, we're kind of open to everything. You know,
You get looking forward to these Tuesdays though.
Yeah.
You do get looking forward to them, don't we? And
This
we
is their
sort of-
second round, Tara. They've already been in once. This is a second round.
But it is true what you say. That witchy group, you can see it's been like what we're doing is being seen by 20.
Yeah,
and 7 rock up, and we just get 7 in the group.
yeah, you do.
You know what? Perfect example. You put up the exercise to put a song that's related to your loved one, and you got 141 responses. You
Yeah,
die. 141 people coming in Zoom for a read.
Well, that was supposed to be my exercise for me, and I kept seeing these names popping up. I thought, shit, to that, I know, how do I get them on it?
Oh, you flogged it off.
You can put
Well,
a
there you
card
go. I
on there,
practiced
can't
it,
you?
didn't I? I
Yeah.
told you were going to give us homework. You were.
Well, the homework, and we've already gone through that, haven't we? So it's sort of practice your claircognizance a bit, you know, try and strengthen it. Do the exercises I've give you, and obviously do the songs. You know, that'll be your homework. Affirmations, though, keep writing your affirmations down. Keep up with them.
Mhm.
So yeah, so well done, everybody. You've done really well.
Well
Again,
done. And Gillian, thank you for bringing my lad through.
It was really hard, Jill. I didn't want my earth had to jump in, and I just
No, that
did.
was fine.
I was given, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's like Bev said, you know, just one word, one description,
Yeah.
one number can mean so
And
much
of course
to
it can,
the
yeah.
sitting. It's unbelievable, you know.
you know, yeah, it does, and it's right, isn't
Yeah.
it? I know
Oh,
when
yeah, definitely.
first start out, when they first start out, and they'll say, you know, like I'll say to them, it's like when they come in circles, and I try and encourage them to read, and then say you go, Jill, or I go, or somebody else goes,
Yeah.
and then the learners then will sit back and think, shit to that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't give that. I'm
That's
going
what
to
I said from
And
Pat.
then you get thrown in. Yeah, Jill.
push you off.
Oh,
Get thrown into circle to read. Yeah.
yeah, won't she a bitch?
I have
Oh,
to.
she's still recording. Sorry.
Oh, I better stop it. Hang on, then let me turn
Yeah.
recording off. We don't need it recording now, anyway.
No.
No, we don't.